Good morning, everybody. I made many posts around this where we are disease and injury conscious, not health conscious, although under the claim that we're health conscious. So it's like every time we do something, it's to either fix something, cure something, remedy something, or prevent something. It's not to put you in a position to experience the thing more or share it more or learn more. It's straight up to either fix, hide, numb, treat, cure, or prevent. And so think about this. We do this especially with strength training or strength or movement or deliberate movement or focused movement. And so what ends up happening is the sales pitch of strength is to resist aging. Right? It's no different. It's disease or injury conscious. As if disease is even a thing. That's the thing. The word itself. It's healing responses. Symptoms of healing, whatever you want to say. And injuries the body chooses as well to go to a specific area for you. So there's so much brilliance behind all of them to guide you and bring you back into you to learn about you in this life. But we go, again, laying in the sun to get vitamin D and balance your hormones. Like, you're missing what being in the sun's all about, or you're missing what's going on all around you because somebody sold you hormones or sold you a vitamin that you were supposed to know that you would never even have any idea about. But we do this with strength training. Resist aging, resist disease. Now they're having, the stronger you are, your body forgets traumas. So we're gonna have a cost of what people are gonna do when they're training with that intention. More muscle equals less fat. Somebody somewhere out there that's making its rounds again. Muscle and brain growth, muscle and disease fighting peptides, muscle and cancer fighting muscle, and it's always related to throwing hard, tackling hard, sprinting, running, doing all the stuff. It's literally around where we are taking the most critical tissue, the most important essential of all essentials that a human needs to tend to on a daily basis, and we're putting it into a state of fix, cure, hide, treat, numb, or prevent. And so I came up with this. Vladi and I were talking yesterday, and I said it's like we're getting strong so that we can defend our limitations more. So think about that. And that popped me. I had to write that down. Are you trying to build up strength or nourish yourself or surround yourself with your crew and your clan and go to a place that values you and have a job where you're so successful and you have stuff all around you and you have belief systems set in place and you check all the boxes and you do all the stuff and you have all the routines and you have all the rituals and all the habits and everything's lined up, and if we went into every single cupboard, it's all perfectly balanced with all the good stuff, none of the bad stuff. Why? And what it ends up coming down to, because all you end up doing is fighting more to defend all this stuff. But what was all this stuff for? To prevent, cause, treat, cure, fix, or hide, or numb. So then all the stuff you're doing to be able to defend your limits. And your limits are whatever anybody's told you. Especially around your body. You've bought it, hook, line, and sinker, in any fucking culture worldwide, that when your body has symptoms, it's against you and they are to be corrected or fixed or prevented, even worse, by any means possible. Whatever you can afford, whatever doesn't kill you, whatever the family fucking supports, because you got to do it for your family. You got to live where your family lives. Otherwise, they'll be sad or they'll be upset. At what point does it become your life? And at what point are you expanding to understand you don't have limitations? There is no human limitation. It is literally, fuck, it's whatever you want. In the code, there is no limit to what you can access. But we have a way of living now. We have a product base. We have a market. We have trillions of fucking dollars being sold and bought and purchased in the wellness, medicine, coaching, life, health, strength and conditioning, Jesus, fitness, fucking rehab, to do all this stuff. Why? So you can just bury yourself in, root yourself in to fight back against your own body. So all the stuff is just to get you in a position to be able to fight your limitations better. Literally, I have, like, anybody who reaches out, when you end up breaking it all down, they'll immediately come back and defend a version of themselves that they aren't pleased with being. They aren't happy about it. They don't feel good. That's hard. Wait, you're spending all this time defending who you want to leave. And there's psychology behind that. It makes total sense. But listen to this. If your every step in your every single day is just to support you being in a position to then be able to have a conversation because you know all this stuff. Why does everybody know all this stuff? So they can defend their limitations, so they can back their blame. They know all the details about blaming. All the details about blaming options. It's like a fucking menu. It's like, oh, those appetizers didn't work. Now let's go to the entrees. Metals. Yeah, let's go there. Alcoholism. Sovereignty. Let's go learn about that. Let's go learn about dyes. Let's go learn about mold. Let's go learn about biomechanics. Let's go learn about fucking fascia and tensegrity and tendons. Let's go learn about light. Let's go learn about wavelengths. Let's go learn. Why? So you can expand? No, so I could fucking debate you down to the death that I'm going to stand here in my body that I'm terrified of, that I'm spending all this time and energy on to just not die and not feel anything, and I'm going to take you down. What? And that is literally where we have, because is that hard? Yeah, costs energy. You got to be strong to do that. Even if it's just straight, doesn't make sense. You still have to be strong to defend your limitation, even if it doesn't make sense to you and you haven't gotten there yet. So to stand in your own skin with symptoms and be able to stand there by yourself and know your next step is blind and know your next step has never been taken before and nobody's going to understand you but maybe a handful of people worldwide, and not trending people. Like, nobody will understand this. You think that's hard? You're damn right it's hard. You think it takes courage and grit and resilience and strength to be able to stand and learn who you are, which is towards symptoms, through symptoms, with injuries, all while experiencing it all at all times. Doesn't matter where you are on the planet, doesn't matter what you say, doesn't matter what notes are taped on the mirror, doesn't matter what your family thinks, doesn't matter what you do for a living, what you say you do for a living, it doesn't matter. Do you think that's hard? Of course it's hard. That's why I take the approach to true training as a case introduction. We have to start there for everyone. Everything you're going to do is going to be hard. It's going to be a challenge. What's that going to cost? Where's that coming from? Where's that energy cost coming from? Guess what tissue? But right now we have training. Why? To get so strong to then defend what? Our limitations. What? Oh, what? What? So, is that you? There's no shame game. There's no full guilt, full fault, full blame. Own. And will you feel guilt and shame? Will you? You absolutely will. Many times over. There's receptors so you can feel shame. I wonder why those are there. Because we're cursed? Or maybe it's for us. So again, is your life and your education and your steps and your knowledge and all these things that you know and you do and your habits and your routines and all this, is it to put you in this fucking rooted position to be able to fight for your limitations? What do you think your body thinks about that? And what will it constantly, perpetually, never ending, keep circling back to bring you to? Realizing you don't have limitations, realizing that it was through what you were trying to hide before, that was the token to get through the gate. That was it. And you will be faced with that over and over and over and over and over. That's what they're called, patterns. They're not limiting patterns, although psychotherapy and fucking coaching and everybody else loves that word, limiting. It's a limiting, like crawling is limiting to a baby, and you're going to have to learn to crawl infinite times over in this lifetime. So, are you building a life to put yourself in a position so you can debate and defend and fight for your limitations? Do you like that? Do you like how you feel? Maybe there's more. I know in the deep center of your chest, there's something fighting. You're like, this just doesn't make sense. I've heard it all the time. The people that want to defend conflicts, the people that want to defend mold, defend foods, they get to a point they're like, this just doesn't, what? It doesn't feel right. Boom! Done. That. What you feel is the most important thing, and then you trying to understand through that relative to you, because nobody else has done it like you. Nobody else has felt what you have felt. We put names to them, but not your version. There's always a little asterisk next to love, guilt, shame, a little asterisk next to strength, nourishment, a little asterisk next to light. What's the asterisk? Your version, never been seen before. Oh, but we're just going light, food, training, human, hormones, blood, lymph, biomechanics, medicine, oncology, virology, pediatrics, orthopedics. Little asterisk. Yours. You're fighting for your limitations. How's that working out? Let's go.